Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Parc de France in Paris. We're just a couple of minutes into the match between the Champions League first leg quarter-final between Paris Saint-Germain in the all-dark strip and Barcelona in an orange-yellow strip at the moment. No goals yet, no chances. We'll bring you the two teams as soon as we get it. As Sanchez bombs down the far side. We'll bring you the whole 11 in just the next second or two. There's a free kick there. Lavetti. There was tripped there from behind, so a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. And whilst we're keep you up to date with Hull versus Watford, of course. Well, let's just have a look. Let's just check the two teams. Bayern Munich, by the way, 1 goal up. So we'll check the two teams, shall we? Paris Saint-Germain with Sergio in goal, Thiago Silva, Alex, Maxwell, Matuidi, Yale, De Silva, Lucas De Silva. David Beckham's in the starting lineup. 4 minutes gone, still no goals. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, his strike partner Lavetti and Pastore are the Paris Saint-Germain 11. Barcelona with Valdez in goal, Dani Alves, Gerard Piqué, Jordi Alba, Xavi, Iniesta, the irrepressible Messi, Mascherano, Sergio Busquets, David Villa and Alexis Sanchez. And Barcelona, as we predict, should be playing a 4-3-3 formation, as they usually do. Paris have got the money now behind them. They're in the quarterfinals. They've never won the European Cup. They have a throw here. It's Zlatan Ibrahimovic plays in his Pastore into the penalty area. Lavetti's inside the penalty area. The ball deflects off the post. And almost the first goal. Still not away yet. It came to Pastore, and Dani Alves got back in the nick of time. But that's got Paris Saint-Germain roaring there. Barcelona, who struggled actually quite frankly in the first leg in the last round against Milan, are finding it very difficult here in the opening 5 minutes of the game. David Beckham, by the way, is in a number 32 shirt. Really good start here from Paris Saint-Germain. Yale bombing down the far side. Iniesta played it over halfway. And really good football here from Paris Saint-Germain. They're not here to make up any numbers at all, are they? And here's Lavetti, deep inside the Barcelona half. Really good start this from the French side. And it's gone for a throw on the near side to Paris. Referee tonight, I should add, it's an experienced German official, Wolfgang Stark. Barca at the moment, 6s and 7s. As Piqué brings into Dani Alves, sporting a blonde hairstyle. Xavi coming back from an injury, plays it out to the far side. Well, it's certainly got the crowd buzzing here in the Parc de France. Now then, Messi on the near side. Plays the ball over to the far side, and Sanchez up against 2 Paris defenders. Alba on the turn. Messi waited in the penalty, just by the penalty area, penalty spot, I should say. Dani Alves concedes the throw. This is the opportunity here. Lavetti, good turn. It's Sergio Busquets who deflects this ball past Victor Valdez, the goalkeeper, and onto the foot of the post. So still no goals, but it's Busquets in possession. Gets it back again from Iniesta. Now Messi. Twinkle toes Messi. Plays it back in field to Xavi. And then Xavi plays it back to Messi. Messi back to Xavi. Then he just shimmies and does a couple of tricks, and now it's Iniesta just back over on the halfway line now. Barcelona just content now just to playing around at their own world, play the ball around. Iniesta now, 25 yards from goal, tries to play the ball in, and Thiago Silva flicking that one away for a throw. Almost over the edge of the Paris Saint-Germain penalty area. Xavi halfway inside the Paris Saint-Germain half, plays it to Alves on the right. Alves beats one defender. Pull back to Messi on the edge of the D. Pull back to Xavi about 20 yards out, and he shoots harmlessly wide of the far post, and a goal kick to Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, Clive, I was having a chat with the other Englishman in the PSG camp, that's Paul Clement, Carlo Ancelotti's assistant, just before the game. I asked him about how they're going to set up. He said, as you've been mentioning, to attack, not simply to defend, because they see Barcelona as the Barcelona defence. But I asked him about that selection of David Beckham at nearly 38. He said,
38 years old, David Beckham.
105 Champions League games under his belt, and that experience.
David Beckham certainly got the experience and the nous to certainly give Barcelona a lot of problems. And the Paris Saint-Germain coaching staff have identified that they may well find a weakness in that Barcelona defence. Indeed, Mascherano is playing at centre-back, of course. But he's not the tallest of centre-backs. Here's Iniesta, edge of the area, balling towards David Villa, but the goalkeeper jumps on that one. David Beckham, of course. Now here's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Scored a hat-trick for Sweden against England at the back end of the year. Oh, that's a good ball. Messi offside. Inside the penalty area, it was about a yard baby offside at first glance. Lavenzi has certainly started. That's a block. Yeah, just about half a yard off there. Weissman was in a correct position there to see it. Covering there, so Napoli for £25 million. Go Chelsea, a few scares. Argentinian international, of course. Xavi now just short of his own halfway line. Plays it out to the far side. Xavi plays it out to the far side. Bayern Munich 1-0 ahead in the other game. Sanchez to Iniesta. Barcelona keeping the ball well at the moment. You know they're going to have a lot of possession. It's what they do with that possession. And I remember against Milan, away from home, they had a lot of the possession. I think they had about 65% of it. But just couldn't even create an opportunity. I don't think that was probably the quietest I've ever seen Lionel Messi that particular night. Tito Bayana. Villanova. He's back on the bench tonight. Now, one ball from Beckham, and here's Lucas in behind. Mascherano comes in with a challenge, and it's a PSG corner. David Beckham still got the long ball routine. He can play a decent pass even at the age of 37. It's a corner from the far side here, and it's going to be the aforementioned David Beckham to take. Right-footed. Has won a European Cup in his Manchester United days back in 1999, of course, that famous night in Barcelona. Beckham swings it into the penalty area. Alex with a header that's just gone wide. It might still well stay in play. It's actually gone behind, in fact, and it's a goal kick. to the 5 times champions of Europe, or is it the 4 times champions of Europe? Barcelona, 92, 2006, 2009, and 2 years ago at Wembley. Looking to win this competition for the 4th time in 7 years. Barcelona will be difficult. But as Milan and Celtic have already proved this season, Barcelona are not the invisible article that everybody makes them out to be. Lucas Moura, good header back. Jallet trying to get on the end of it. He comes to Zlatan Ibrahimovic inside the Barcelona halfway inside in fact. Good triangle passes there by Paris Saint-Germain, and then Lucas was crudely caught. And it's a 3 kick to PSG, and it's Sergio Busquets who's getting a reprimand. Or is it Sergio Busquets? Yes, it's Sergio Busquets there. It was a nasty little challenge there. Came in from the side, got nothing of the ball whatsoever. Got plenty of the man. Tricked him up, and it's David Beckham territory with the right foot. And that's an interesting thing that Barcelona have just done. They've just put one man in the wall. It's a one-man wall. Well, Beckham floated. Beckham with the right foot. Floating into the penalty area. And it was Lucas Moura who got a flick on it. It comes out to the near side and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic trying to get by Busquets. He fell to do so, and then the shot came back in there from Pastore with the right foot. It was about 20 odd yards or so out from goal, just to the left of the penalty area, just to the left of the deer, in fact. Smashed it in there, and it nearly beat Valdez at the near post. I don't think it was going in the. I don't think it was going on target initially. It may have been going onto the post, but the goalkeeper had to scramble a bit. Well, they've had a good couple of opportunities here, PSG, and they're looking very sharp tonight in attack. Ravetti has certainly been the standout player. We haven't really had a chance really to see Messi in his full flight and pull out his obvious box of tricks here. Dani Alves plays it back to Xavi. Xavi, infield to Iniesta, about 25 yards from goal. There's about 8 or 9 Paris players back. Alves is through on the right, trying to play it into Messi, but again, Thiago Silva across. Now Pastore gets it back, and Silva can bring it out of the defence. He has to play back to the right, the near side of Pastore, and that's a good ball there up towards Jallet. Jallet on the right hand side. There, right hand side, and Lucas Moura, who's having plenty to say for himself in the last couple of minutes or so. I think at this early stage, I think we can safely say there'll be no goal. I don't think there'll be any. Don't think there'll be a goalless draw in this one. There will be goals tonight. 1998. Would you believe the last time at PSG, I think, got to a semi-final. As I said, they've never won the European Cup. Xavi now to Alves, deep inside the PSG half. Alves crosses into the penalty area right-footed. He comes only as far as Iniesta, who curls one, and he curls one not far wide of that goalkeeper's far post. Good right-footed side-foot curler, and unfortunately went just wide of the post. Otherwise, Barcelona would have been a goal-ahead. Just inside the area when he struck it, and that is a good effort. It's just wide of the target there. The goalkeeper just needed to make sure he had that one covered, and it remains goals. Here's Ibrahimovic chasing down the goal kick, and he's going all the way, and that's surely going to be a foul there, and that's going to be a yellow card for Gerard Piqué. It was a silly challenge, really. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic's skill there has got to be admired. Stupid yellow card for Piqué to pick up there. He knows, I think it was a silly challenge. There was no complaint from the former Manchester United man. Just look at the way that Ibrahimovic shakes off Busquets and PK just sort of hacks him down. And it's well within Beckham range now, and wouldn't this be a great story if David Beckham, a former Real Madrid player, of course, could fire one in here to give PSG the lead against Barcelona. It would just be an unbelievable story. Lucas De Silva, Lucas Moya, he's over this one. David Beckham's there. And Zlatan's there as well. He's Zlatan Ibrahimovic through the wall, and he's saved by Victor Valdez down away to his right hand side. It was going in his left corner, and he hit that with a lot of venom there. It was a low daisy cutter shot there by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We all expected Beckham to take it. It's a corner to Paris Saint-Germain, and it's David Beckham to take it with the right foot from the near side into Malta 6-yard box. Valdez got a little punch away. Beckham now gets it on the near side. Ball in by Pastore. And I think there's more than one Paris player offside there. Free kick to Barcelona. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the top scorer in the French league at the moment. And that's a very good save from Valdez. Former Barcelona player, of course, Zlatan Ibrahimovic spent a couple of seasons before moving from the new camp to the San Siro to AC Milan. There's a free kick to Barcelona for an incident there. Don't know who it was. Well, we have on my monitor we've got the game covered on English television. This is an off-tube commentary, I should say. We're not actually at the ground, but the pictures are coming from ITV, and it's not them who are actually hosting the game. It's a French television director, and he didn't show the replay quickly enough of that incident. The free kick came to nothing, incidentally, as Ibrahimovic lofts it into the penalty area towards Lavezzi. Now Sanchez trying to battle with Lavezzi, and Lavezzi's come out on top, and he closed down that far side. Pastore really didn't get a good touch on that one. It was a rather clumsy touch, and Mascherano now being hurried into it. Maxwell jumping for that one. It's getting a good. There's a good game. There's a good pace of this game all of a sudden. 20 minutes gone of this first leg. Of course, the second leg to come at the new camp. Bayern Munich leading the only Italian side left in the competition, Juventus, by 1-0 at the moment. And we'll tell you the goal scorer actually. Who's got the goal? And the goal scorer is Alaba in the first minute. And it's 1-0 there. In the Championship, 4 games taking place. Middlesbrough versus Peterborough, Hull versus Watford, Brighton versus Charlton, Bolton against Huddersfield. 4 of those games, and all of them at the moment goalless, but we'll keep you up to date with those 4 games as well as the European Cup as well. Back to our commentary match, which is being played tonight at the Parc des Princes. Paris Saint-Germain, the new superpower of European football, is Sanchez. They're up against Barcelona with Xavi, way inside the PSG half of the field. Dani Alves. It's Messi now inside the area. He's a wiggly customer, but really good challenge there. And it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic away down the near side, the PSG left. He's up against Piqué there. And Piqué obviously has got to watch himself because he's now carrying a yellow card to him. It was Thiago Silva who made the challenge to deny the trickle-toed Messi, who's on the ball now, midway inside the half, and it's Iniesta 25 yards for goal shoots. Sirigu, the Italian goalkeeper, behind the shot. He's the Italian number 2 behind Gigi Buffon in the Italian national side. That's a brilliant challenge there. We just see the replay of Thiago Silva's challenge there, and it was a really good challenge. Food for thought, I would have thought there, looking at Tito Bayana's face. No goals yet, but plenty of endeavour from both sides. They will. I don't think they'll. I think there'll be a goal or two in this game. You mark my words, and if I'm wrong, and if it does end goalless, you can blame me for jinxing it. So here's Lucas Moura now on the far side, and he tricks away from a couple of Barcelona players as if they weren't there, but the attack broke down, and Barcelona now have possession. Been playing almost like a cup tie pace, like a FA Cup semi-final type of game, you know, end-to-end stuff. You don't know what's going to happen from one end to the other. This is Dani Alves on the ball for Barcelona. Ways just quarter of a way inside the PSG half. And Xavi and Iniesta play a couple of 1-2s, and Xavi has it now, and it's back to his mate Iniesta. Alba now back to Iniesta looking for support, and Sanchez, he has Alba out on the far side. He cuts in field slightly, 20 yards or so from goal. Back to Iniesta though. Again, the patient build-up from Barcelona comes into force once again. Pastore went in there to try and pinch the ball, but it's Barcelona who still have it. PSG with only Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the Barcelona half at the moment. Here's Dani Alves with just in a lovely pass there by Mascherano. And it's play on. And it's Lionel Messi. It's inside the Paris half. Still no nil in this match. First leg, of course. Second leg to come at the new camp in a fortnight's time. Alexis Sanchez laying it back. No goals in the 1-0 still to Bayern Munich against Juventus. No goals in any of the championship games. But we'll keep you up to date as soon as we get them. Alaba's goal is the only goal at the moment around Europe tonight so far. Here's Thiago Silva again, nicking the ball away from David Villa now. Lucas is on his way now. He's way over the halfway line. He's got Zlatan Ibrahimovic inside the area. Ibrahimovic shoots and it's gone wide of the far post. But a really good breakout there from Paris Saint-Germain. And it was led by Lucas Moura. Went down, but bombed down the right after a great challenge there initially by Alex. And then he cuts in field. Ibrahimovic just to the left of the penalty area. Goes inside that penalty area. But look at that bombing run there from Lucas Moura. He's had plenty to say for himself in the opening quarter of this first leg. Well, halfway through the first half, it's goalless, but it's not for the want of trying. I think they've had 3 decent opportunities in this game, the home side. They've hit the post. Barca have had their post hit. Rather unfairly by their own play. It was nearly no goal by Busquets. Here's the statistics coming up on my screen. 6 attempts to 3 in favour of PSG. PSG have had 3 on target to Barca's 1. And you can tell who's the dominant force, and it's not the men in orange. It's the men in dark blue. Still no goals in Paris. 1 goal is the score in Munich between those 2 big heavyweights, Bayern Munich of Germany and Juventus of Italy. Here, Paris Saint-Germain of France are drawing 0-0 here with Barcelona of Spain. And it's Dani Alves just cutting in from the right, trying to play it in towards David Villa, but the goalkeeper is quickly out of his goal. And still, we await the goals. And of course, the championship's very tight at the moment. We'll go back to the championship. We had some controversial decisions at Burnley yesterday where Burnley were denied a victory by a referee who was, to say the least, having seen the footage, and I'm being kind to him here, Mr. Nigel Miller, he was quite incompetent. That's my unbiased opinion of what happened at Burnley yesterday. His focus is back on Europe, and it's Lionel Messi now, about 30 yards from goal, cuts in field. But the challenges are flying in there, and the PSG defence have held firm and have not given Messi and his chums any inches at all. That's a really good. Yeah, that Lucas Moya, he's just a bag of tricks, that fellow. He's just as good as Messi, one could argue. Now, back with the action in. It's Dani Alves for the umpteenth time, bombing down the Barcelona right-hand side. Thiago get it only halfway as far as Iniesta. Edge of the area now, just to the left in fact. It's Iniesta inside the box. Montalini did really well there, because Iniesta is a tricky little customer when he gets inside that penalty area. Didn't really want to bring him down, otherwise it would have been a Barcelona penalty. Lucas picking up from Beckham's pass, and Lucas now goes away from Barcelona defenders here and there. Tries to pick out Ibrahimovic. He might get in there, but Dani Alves, good defending there. Just got across him a bit, just put him off, and PK could bring it away for Barcelona. Still no goals yet in the championship. 0-0 in all 4 games. Brighton versus Charlton, Hull versus Watford, Middlesbrough versus Peterborough, and Bolton against Huddersfield. In the other Champions League game, still 1-0 to Bayern Munich. Here, it's the same here, it's goalless, but there's still a long way to go yet. They've only played half an hour. And credit to PSG, they've kept Barcelona right where they want them. More than a arm's length, it has to be said. Probably 2 arms lengths. It's a question of how long they can hold out for us. Iniesta picks the ball up, plays it into Xavi. Xavi picks out Alexis Sanchez. Now picks out Lionel Messi. Sanchez going in there to try and pinch the ball. Went down, no free kick. No great appeals from anybody. Now Lavezzi had plenty to say for himself in the opening 10 minutes of the match. Been a bit quiet so far. Now the ball back with Valdez. Valdez finds PK now way inside his own half at the moment. And here's Iniesta. Again, the patient build-up starts again from Barcelona. Patient build-up has not reaped the benefits so far yet. Alba, or rather Sanchez on the far side. Cuts in field inside the penalty area. Sanchez gets a shot charged down. It was Alex, formerly of Chelsea, of course. Corners, PSG, if you don't already know, are managed by former Chelsea and AC Milan manager Carlo Ancelotti. A team streets ahead at the top of the French league, of course. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course, is the top scorer. And there has been talk that David Beckham may well sign for a second season here at the Parc des Princes. Now, and he's Iniesta inside the area. Thiago Silva there got in at the crucial moment, and he was tripped inside the area. A free kick to Paris. Fouled by Sanchez. Silly challenge. You could argue really that one should have been our card.
So you know what kind of a game it's going to be. You've got to live with that.
Also, just a little stat for you. I've averaged just over 69% in Champions League games in possession terms. But I don't think they've been as good as they have been in recent years. Here's Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 20 yards from goal. Brings in Lavezzi, who's offside. Free kick to Barcelona. Linesman on the far side. All the officials, incidentally, are from Germany, of course, and it's not the first time he's been caught offside, and it's a good yard or two off. that worked really well on the Barcelona viewpoint. So in the last quarter of an hour of the first half, plus any injury time that a fourth official will add on at the end of the first half. Remember, we're playing with not 4 officials, but with 6. We have 2 officials either side of either goal. Right, here come Barcelona now. And there's a free kick for a high foot. It's a free kick to Barcelona, to Paris Saint-Germain. It's a high foot there by Jordi Alba on Lucas Boyera. David Becker will take the free kick. Midway inside his own half. This guy, Lucas Boyera, he's had a lot to say for himself. Zlatan's had a sniff as well. It's a good match developing here. Lucas just lost his touch there at a crucial moment, and it's a Barcelona throw. 85 passes PSG, 211 passes, believe it or not. PSG 32% possession, Barcelona 68 possession. But you'd expect that. You would expect that as well. Even at this stage of the game. But it's what you do with the possession. As I said when we covered a televised match, when I covered a match against Milan. There's Messi and played away by Silva. Ibrahimovic now. Vetsi. And he's been caught by Iniesta and he's hurt. And it's in fact he's given a free kick. Vetsi gets to his feet very quickly, the Argentinian. Well, he's caught him there, hasn't he? Caught the back of his leg there. That's a definite free kick. I think he would have been harsh if Iniesta would have got away with that. Given away again now. Xavi to Messi. Midway inside the PSG half. Alves bombs down that one streaks of his. Bleached hair. And it's I think it's a corner on the near side. And it's bruised for Xavi as he makes his way down to the quadrant on the near side. 10 minutes to go to half time. PSG have had the better opportunities, but we're still goalless. Barca have a corner on the near side. Can be taken by Xavi. It's going to be taken right-footed. We're just making sure there's no pushing and shoving inside that penalty area. Xavi swigs that in. Ibrahimovic, of all people, getting back there. Dani Alves, sorry. As Messi tries to put one into the penalty area. And also just having a little bit of a grip on the game at the moment. But without really any penetration, it's got to be said. Oh, look at Messi there, turning away there from a couple of defenders there. Just watching him there, that was brilliant. And that's a good shot there by Sanchez. He shoots just wide of the post. And it may have got a deflection. In fact, the referee, Mr. Stark from Germany, said there was a deflection. I'm just looking at the replay. I'm not sure if he deflected or not. I didn't see a deflection. Looking at it on the monitor, but it's a corner given nevertheless. This may well be a tackle to virtue if they score from here, because I didn't see a flick. And it's Xavi with a corner towards PK, just by the penalty spot. But again, PSG and their defence clearing that one. No problems. It's a chance. Oh, and I just put the commentator's cards on the PSG defence because Alves played a lovely ball into the far side of the penalty area, and the little man has just popped up with his 57th goal in all competitions this season, and Barcelona have popped up with an away goal. 1-0. And it was Dani Alves here, and plays a lovely ball out to the far side of the penalty area, and he shoots. He gets in there just from an angle there, about 5 or 6 yards from goal, and he gets it in there. His left-footed shot, and that's a good left-footed pass for the outside of the left foot. It's a good right-footed shot, I should say, into the far corner. The goalkeeper hasn't a helping heck of saving that one. 57 in total, and he's
scoring at a faster rate than he was last season when he finished up with 73.
73 scored last year. It's unbelievably good. So it's his 6th game in a row that he scored. Little Argentine, and more importantly now puts Barcelona in the boss seat. It means Paris have got to come out of the shell a bit now and try and attack Barcelona. Easier said than done, I know, but I don't think PSG deserve that, quite honestly, because they dealt with the Barcelona contingent up until then. And here's Albert to Sanchez on the far side. Sanchez against Jallet, cuts in field, trying to take Jallet out of the game. And now back to Xavi. Xavi back to the far side with Alba. Alba back to Xavi. Xavi back to Alba once again. The goal scorer, Lionel Messi. And it's Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez infield to Xavi. Xavi back to Alba. Back to Lionel Messi. This is patient football once again. And I don't think the locals like this at the moment. But it has to be admired. I think Barcelona are lucky, to be leading, because the PSG, in my opinion, should be ahead in this game. They've had 3 more than presentable opportunities. Barca have inadvertently hit their own post, and yet they get 1 chance to score through Messi. It's just injustice, really. Villiers is offside there as he was shaping to shoot, almost at exactly the same spot as Messi shot across the goalkeeper for the opening goal. What happened? I thought they cleared the lines here, and then Alves plays in a lovely ball with the outside of the foot, and a terrific right-footed finish from an acute angle, perhaps. And we have a goal in our commentary match. Still no scores in any of the 4 championship matches taking place tonight. We have 2 goals in Europe, 1 for Bayern Munich at the moment against Juventus, and we have 1 for Barcelona here in Paris. 4 minutes left of the first half. 1-0 the score to Barcelona, and it's away goals. Just to remind anybody who's unsure, the away goals rule in Europe, away goals, if it does end, say that the tie-ended level, and Barca had scored 2 more away goals. Let's just break off as Messi shoots just over the top. It was just from the edge of the penalty area, just to the right of the D, and his curling shot was about 1 inch or 2 over the crossbar. And that was vintage Messi there, just getting into that position there, just inside the area, in fact, and just missed the angle narrowly by about a couple of inches or so. And that should have really been 2-0. Good effort there by the Argentinian. And now it's... And they can't afford to go in 2 goals down, Paris. Oh, silly. Silly. Oh, by Beckham.
I'm not sure I want any tattooist messing with that left leg, however good he was. See the thought, his coach is having a word with him there.
So here come Paris now in possession.
He's got an injury here.
Messi's got an injury. Lucas Moura, he's onside, over on the far side. He's trying to trickle away past 2 Barcelona players, and the defending wasn't too assured there. Comes out to David Beckham. Beckham into the penalty area. PK got in there before Pastore could get there. Messi is trying to struggle on to the break here. He's injured himself. Bring you up to date. We've got some substitutes warming down on the touchline below. Just rubbing the back of his leg. He's been in South America the last week on international duty with the Argentine international side. He's a durable character, but he's not indestructible. He's human like everybody else, Lionel Messi. Last minute then of the first half, and then any additional time will be added on at the end. Messi's back on the field. Well, it looks as if he's being carried as a passenger up until half time. In fact, Cesc Fabregas is amongst the substitutes. I'll run through all the substitutes when we get underway again in the second half. Watford have taken. I can bring you up to date with a goal that's gone in there, and it's crucial in the battle there for second place, because Watford, who have gone into it in third position, a few points behind Hull in the table. It has to be said. We're into 100 minutes in the game in Paris. Troy Deeney, 4 minutes from half time at the KC, has given Watford a crucial lead there. And it's 1-0 to Watford then in that crucial game at the KC Stadium. Second place Hull taking on third place Watford. Places won't change even if Watford win tonight, but it will certainly close the gap to at least 3 points. And will make that second place so crucial at the end. Championship tables also tight. Still 0-0 against in the games played at Brighton, Middlesbrough and Bolton. 1-0 here in this commentary match from Paris. We're just in the last 10 seconds of the stoppage time. We're only allocated just the one. Not too much time in the way of stoppages. Now Maxwell. This will be the last action of the first half, I would have thought. Maxwell trying to keep the ball. That's a 3 kick now. We just have time. No, we won't. There will have time for the 3 kick because Walkan Stoke parts of the tunnel. Well, Ancelotti, he's just shook his head there. He can't believe he started a goal down. They've had 3 really good opportunities. But Lionel Messi's goal inside the last 10 minutes of that first half, in the 38th minute, has given Barcelona a half-time lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half in this delayed commentary of Paris Saint-Germain Barcelona. We'll be back with you right after we'll be back with you next.